Hello, hello. Hi, Green Yoshi. Hope you're doing good. I'll turn this music down or off. All right. Oh, thank you so much for the 4-month sub. Woo! I appreciate that. Surrounded by perverts. Hello, welcome. Hope y'all are good. Yes, it's back. Seiya's back. Just, for Spoopy Month, we are hanging out in hell. I had a little bit of a panic button moment a second ago because I was, firing everything up, being like, okay, does all this work? And then I had this moment of like, what chapter are we on? And I realized that a couple things, like it's been a bit. It's been a few weeks now, and so yeah, microphone's very raw. Okay, let me see. What can I do? Does this do anything? Does this sound different? I pressed a button. I'm using a different microphone, so I appreciate y'all. Very echo. Okay. How about this? Better? Worse? Same? It's like the optometrist. It's like, number 1, number 2, number 1. Like I'm in same. Better? Okay. Oh no. Okay. Press the button. Press the button. Okay. I think. Okay, this is the one that got the most. Okay. Let me see what else I could do. I believe it. I can hear it too. It is very echoey. Chotomate. Let me see if I can fix this. Mic gain? Oh yeah, that is a... Do I go for more gain or less gain? What are my gains, bro? I'm going left. But it doesn't stop. That's kind of weird, right? Sorry. It's a different microphone than I usually use. I thought I would be clever. But I'm wrong. Static too? Oh no. Okay. Let me get my life sorted. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna change some things. 1 moment. Okay. See if it'll let me. Alright, properties. Alright, mic. Let's do this one. Okay. Better? Worse? Different? Same? Should be different. You can hear the movement around the mic. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Darn. Quieter. Okay. Quieter almost seems a little bit better. If you can't hear the if you can't hear the stuff happening. Okay. Cool. The sounds are still there. Oh shoot. More so than usual, huh? Okay. Why is that? Okay. The last thing I'm gonna try is just pull in my normie mic and just move all the things. I was trying to streamline my desk a little bit, and I was like, oh, if I use this mic instead, I can keep all these things grouped together. And it was like, no, that answer's wrong, Lolli. You know the sound when you blow into... Oh, shoot. I don't have a pop filter on this one or the other one, but I do on my main mic, the one that I use for Iriam. So let me plug this guy in, or gal. Great. See if life gets better. I'm sure life will get better. Which way do I go? Okay. Just like this. Chotomate. Okay. All right. Better? You like my spoopy decorations? Thank you. Lolli Rongo. I think this should be better, yeah? I might still be a little echoey, but the pop should be a lot less. Better. Okay. Okay, this is my normie mic. I shouldn't have strayed from the way. Okay. Well, that's kind of reassuring actually that it's like this mic cuz me personally, I can't always tell the difference in my own ear. And so I appreciate the feedback. Thank y'all so much. And like I said, it's kind of reassuring, like validating that I bought this microphone and it was a good one to get. All right. Woohoo. All right. Let me close out the Spotify. And then if it breaks again, we'll just say it's haunted. Exactly, exactly. All right. Ta-da! All right. What was I saying? I think I was saying that there was I had a little bit of a panic button moment of like, oh no, I thought we were like way more chapters ahead, but my last save is for like chapter 2, and I was just like, oh no. But I think that's correct. We only got, yeah. I did have a good Xavier day. Thank you, Green Yoshi. I got him. I got birthday him. So I'm very happy about that. My cake, the cake options were so cute. And I could not decide. So I just added, the cake looks crazy because I added so many decorations. So, okay. All right, chapter 2. Here we go. Load data. Yes. You got a busy cake too. Like I did stuff on the back. I was just, yeah. I was like, oh, I like multiple themes. It's like, yes, it'll have the moon, but yes, it'll also have a crown. Don't worry about it. Hello, Asian guy. Shadow Skills, hello. That's right. Lolli on Twitch. I'm back. Back stuff. Back stuff as in the back of the cake, which I know also sounds dirty with no context, but like a literal cake. Yeah. A literal cake design. But yes, we decorated a cake for Xavier. Yeah. More free cake. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Okay. Last we left off, we went to hell, or we found ourselves in hell. We didn't quite figure it out though. We just thought like, oh man, this subway went crazy, and Minami, the little cat boy, was just like, oh my gosh, we should stick together. And it's like, yeah, we totally should. And we thought he was nice. And then the warder of hell, Seiya, was just kind of like, I wouldn't. And we were like, well, I don't know you. But I kind of trust you, but I don't know you. And then I think it has been revealed that Minami's probably not very nice. He's kind of a one of the cubus. Succubus? Incubus? One of those. A demon of some kind. Yeah, you're cool, but be gone. Exactly. All right. It hadn't been long after Minami vanished from the alley, but incubus. It felt like I had been wandering for hours. I was exhausted, so Seiya brought me back to the HO building, Hell Organization, the Ho building, and showed me to a room. Your understanding is that incubus is male. Oh, okay. I'm at the Church Hell Organization. Church Ho. Yeah, because of the stained glass. That's all. Ho, Hell Organization. Ho. Ho HQ. HOHQ. Thank you. I followed his suggestion, sitting on the couch by the window. I looked around the room. There was a large cylindrical device stretching from ceiling to floor. Other than that, nothing particularly stood out. Is that a PC on the desk? Does it have a CD-ROM drive? Does the game have music that you aren't hearing? Potentially? Have you been hearing any audio from the game? Should have been. There's like a little bit of like piano ding, 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 ding in the background. Nope. Okay. And no voices? Hi. All right. Let me figure out that. Why? Nope. Just the important one. Oh, y'all are sweet. Oh, okay. Audio monitoring. Monitor and output. Okay. Test audio. Why? It's so weird because it shows movement on the audio track. And then when I mute it, I hear nothing. Why? Sounds like it's repeatedly getting cut off. Well, I don't know why I can't figure out my life, y'all. Okay. Okay. That's so weird. Okay, because there should be like violin-y music right now. Why? What happens if I do this? Nothing. Okay. Still no music? Nope. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see, 9 minutes ago. Okay, news. All right. Okay. Oh, so strange. Okay, give me 1 second. Video capture device switch. Like I see it moving in my Streamlabs. Properties. Pervert's ears are immaculate. You slightly hear the music. Okay. Slightly. Okay. What happens if I... Static? Okay. Okay. I upped the music. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. I don't know if I turned the volume down in my ear. Okay. Weird. So it's like pretty high. I'm so sorry that this is such a scuffed stream. It's like I went away for a couple of weeks and I got worse. All right. It's because I just fixed my computer. That's why. All right, we'll see how this goes. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate your patience with me. Okay, is that a PC on the desk? Smartphones, computers, many devices here in hell resembled those in the mortal realm. What is this room, Seiya?
ああ、私の部屋です。とはいえ、あまりここで業務を行うことはありませんがね。
Yeah. I really fell off. It's like it's kind of like an athlete that just stops practicing for a couple of weeks. It's just kind of like, ooh, do you know how to run? You can hear the voices. Awesome. Seiya did claim to be a Grand Warder. I didn't know exactly what that meant, but the office seemed to employ a fairly high-ranking position. Was it really okay to just follow Seiya's orders and come here with him? It's also just audibly glitchy. Huh. Can I... Let me see. Alright, see if that helps. Fixed.
せいやさん、お前まだ悪魔払いなんてやってるわけ？一度地獄に落ちた罪人が過去の栄光にしがみついちゃって。お前はもうエクソシストじゃないんだよ。
Yes, it was. My chubby finger pressed the mute button. Oh my gosh. All right. Yes. I was in agreement with you. I think my microphone is it kind of does some of the auto, like it'll lower the stuff in the background in order to make my voice more prominent. So, okay. Sounds like now the mic's on. I think we're in good shape. Yeah, you're correct. That was very much human error. Despite Minami's accusations, Seiya said nothing in reply. I didn't think Seiya was a bad person, but I also didn't know him well enough to say for sure. So, when someone goes to hell, is there like some kind of judgment process? How does that all work? If you committed crimes in life, there must be some kind of trial, right?
そうですね。裁きも多岐にわたり説明するのは容易ではありませんが、あなたにもわかるよう簡潔にしましょう。最も重い罰は処刑です。処刑されると魂が消滅し無になります。軽い罰でしたら刑期が課せられ、それが終われば釈放になりますので、成仏することも可能です。
Solamander, hello, welcome. I don't know, it could, like, maybe this is like a crossover with like Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. and this is just a major crossover between Nine Rib Boyfriendos and then Objection! The trial of the century. Now we're in hell. We're in hell right now. We're at HO, Hell Organization headquarters. So Ho, we're at the Ho building. So, and we're just getting the rundown. We're here on a technicality. Yeah, the Fae Clan spirit mediums get involved. I see. Does that mean that Seiya has served his time here and is now working in Hell? Hell Organization, also known as Ho. Souls have committed grave sins in life souls who have committed grave sins in life are tried here. The sentence varies based on the weight of the soul's crimes. The worst punishment is execution. Seiya works for the Ho. Oh yeah. Hell has to have a corporate building. With a line that it never ends. Yeah. Seiya works for the Hell. Minami the demon and Seiya the sinner. Perhaps no one in Hell is innocent.
ああ、そうだ。あなたにお渡ししたスマホですが、そのまま持っていてください。私は仕事がありますので、常にあなたのそばにはいられませんから。それで連絡を取り合いましょう。写し世へ帰るときに返却していただければいいです。
Thank you. Returning to the mortal realm. Do you really think I'll be able to go home? The strange and unfamiliar surroundings here in hell filled me with a sense of despair. I felt lost in a world of darkness, and I wanted nothing more than to escape this reality.
顔を上げなさい。
Seiya's hand rested on my shoulder, yet I couldn't bring myself to look at him. I might as well just die. Dang! Our main character had never said that before. His tone was quiet, yet reprimanding. I looked up, feeling as if I'd been slapped.
しっかりしなさい。あなただけの問題ではないのですよ。待っている者たちがいることをお忘れですか？
I couldn't bear the terrible events that had befallen me, but I'd been too focused on myself to think clearly. He's right. They're waiting for me. So time in the mortal realm is still passing normally, isn't it?
ええ、その通りです。時間は写しよも隔離よも平等ですから。質問される前に教えておきますが、隔離よとは死者の世のことを指します。この地獄や成仏した先にある世、それらすべてをひっくるめて隔離よと言います。
I was impressed with Seiya's knowledge, and he seemed to know what I was going to ask next.
いいですか？写し世へ帰れなければ、あなたは地獄の空気に精神が病み、なくなります。確実に。
Oh no. No.
先ほど死を考えたばかりのあなたが驚愕するとは滑稽ですね。
That's funny, Thrun. You know what? I've watched. I only recently watched Good Place, as in like, if not this year, maybe last year. So I missed it when it was like coming out, but then I caught up, and it was a very funny show. Funnily written, some sweet moments, some bananas moments. So I appreciated it. I can't argue with that.
ま、ここに住みたいというのなら、写し世へ帰った後、銀行強盗か殺人でもして出直してきてください。
Forking forks. That's funny. Mm.
その時は、私も HO の大看守として、あなたを手厚くもてなしましょう。
Once I get home, I'll never come back here. Sure, he looked at me. I blurted the words out. And Seiya merely laughed. It seemed like he was merely teasing me, and I simply sighed. Can I really trust Seiya? Nami, the guy who spoke to me in town, none of them seemed safe to trust. Was the same true of Seiya? Seiya, there's something I want to ask you. Why do you want to save me? His playful aura vanished, sorrow in its place. I hadn't expected this reaction. Do his actions have something to do with me? Seiya looked down and began to speak slowly.
私は、これまでに2つの罪を犯しました。そのどちらもが、自身の弱さゆえに起きてしまった悲劇。
He met my eyes squarely.
他者を救うことこそ贖罪となるのです。
His words seemed genuine. I understood his motive of trying to clear his sins by helping others, but why did he specifically mention me? I still don't totally get it. I mean, I don't really know much about you, Seiya.
それでいいのですよ。私を知る必要はない。ただ、私に助けられてください。
okay? Could I really depend on him? I want his help, but... I want your help, but I'm uneasy staying with you without knowing you better. So, I'd like to get to know you better. You want his hat? But he's not wearing a hat. Seiya gasped.
私に好意的だとは思っていましたが、まさか興味を抱かれるとは。
That's right, I forgot. Seiya is like, he's really like cool and collected outwardly until he starts geeking out about something, i.e. us, and then it gets real. He gets real weird about it, but I kind of like it. Huh? I stared at Seiya, who seemed to be blushing. Nerd, yeah. It was my turn to gasp. No, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean it like that.
このような状況下でも、恋情を抱いてしまうとは意外でした。
He's such a ham. Yes, the blush.
私を超える恋愛体質とは、ああ、嘆かわしい。けれど、それもいいと思ってしまう私は、一体どうしたらいいのやら。
If anyone's terrible here, it's you, Seiya. Yes, dramatic. He's not being typecast at all, Raphael.
私たちはお似合いなのかもしれませんね。
How do you figure that? I sighed heavily and gripped Seiya's arm, who continued to blush. Just like him. Yes, exactly. Listen, Seiya, I'm really touched that you want to help me, but I need your knowledge too. So please be serious about this. Wanting to convey just how much I wanted him to take this seriously, I stared directly at him.
ええ、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Relief washed over me at last.
とりあえず少し眠りなさい。疲労が溜まったままだと、ろくに頭も働きません。そうなれば、帰る方法の話し合いすらままならないでしょう。
I'm fine. I still feel energetic. Sleep was the last thing on my mind, especially in the presence of someone I still didn't fully trust. Not to mention, the nightmare might return. That suffocating feeling, the demon's breath all around me, chilling me from head to toe. I could hardly breathe, it was so painful. The eerie voice that didn't slip into my ears as much as it did ring inside my brain. I dreaded hearing that voice again.
南が怖くて眠れないといったところでしょうか。
Seiya looked at me as if he could see through me. He had hit the nail on the head, yet I was in no mood to confirm or deny his suspicions. It seems Seiya already understands everything, in which case, I decided to share the feelings that were bubbling up inside me. I wanted to trust Minami. Minami had made it seem as though we were in the same situation. While it's true I was beginning to trust him, even more than that, I wanted to believe I wasn't alone. His presence was the only thing keeping me sane in this unfamiliar world. I feel awful for wanting someone else to share this burden with, but I knew confessing these twisted feelings to Seiya wouldn't absolve me of anything. Still.
あなたは正常ですよ。人間は自身の感情を他者と共有したい生き物です。楽しさだったり嬉しさだったり、時には悲しみや辛さすらも共有し、共感してほしいと思うものです。ですからあなたは正常なのですよ。
Seiya's words made me feel as though I was forgiven for the selfish nature of my thoughts and made my heart feel light. Oh? I felt warmth returning to my cold, sweaty fingertips.
眠れないようですし、少しお付き合いいたします。
Seiya drew a nearby chair and sat next to me. Seiya?
南に代わり、私があなたの不幸を共有しましょう。あなたがよろしければですが。
Yes, of course. Initially, I found Seiya oppressive, someone not to be challenged. I found him to be intimidating. But not in that moment.
では、悪魔について話しましょうか。いや、南に関してと言った方がいいか。
Oh, that's right. I heard something about you being an exorcist, right?
元が抜けています。
Former exorcist, interesting. So it was true. Minami had said something about exorcism before, right? My only impression of exorcism came from watching horror movies, but Seiya seemed to match with those notions. Someone who performs a ritual to drive away demons from possessed people. Oh, that stuff's scary. I don't like possession and scary things like that. Who knew those horror movies Sayaka made me watch would come in handy someday? Begone, demon! Besides Minami, do you know any other demons?
ええ、苦しめられた過去があります。
Like, girl, we're in hell. Like, yes. Seiya's eyes seemed to drift as he spoke, lost in memories. Maybe it's a sensitive topic. Would it be okay if I told you about the dream I had with Minami? I wanted to steer the conversation back to my experience, and Seiya nodded solemnly. Just recalling it gave me chills, but I knew I needed to confront it. Sayaka, and now you understand why I keep a super soaker full of holy water in my backpack at all times. Yeah. and she's got the little Ghostbusters like trap to suck in the ghost, like the little vacuum. One thing Minami said really struck me. He mentioned something about a soul pact. I've been wondering what that means.
本人もそう言っていましたね。悪魔は人間の魂が大好物ですから、当たり前といえばそうなのですが。
That's right, the proton packs and ghost traps. Exactly.
あなたにこだわる理由がわからない。長年追い求めるほど特別な魂ということらしいですが。
I've been wondering about that too. Why would he be after my soul?
今回のこと以外で南に会ったことは？
I'm sure I haven't. I know I remember meeting someone like that in a dream.
聞き方を変えましょう。現実で会った覚えはありますか？
I don't think so, but he could have been disguised, right? And can Minami even visit the mortal realm? I remember meeting him on the train, and the next thing I knew, we were in hell.
人の姿を保てているくらいですから、そこそこ力を有している悪魔だと見ています。ですから、写し世へ赴くのも可能でしょ
う。This actually makes me kind of very intrigued whenever, because Minami is a romanceable character in this game too, so I'm just curious like how crazy that one's gonna be.
ただし南、ムマは写し世にいようが隠り世にいようが関係ないのですよ。なぜなら夢を支配する悪魔なのですから。 だからどうしてもわからないのです。長年あなたの魂を狙っていて、どうして今のタイミングなのかと。
About that.
もっと早くに契約をしたかったんだが、お前がうつし湯にいる間は叶わなくてね。
That's what he said. Seiya gave me a dubious look.
それについての理由は？
What did he say again?
夢はおぼろげで、あやふやな部分もあるかと思いますが、これは大事なことです。
Cutie? You're so sweet. Mochi just came in going clicky clacky on the floor. So probably means I need to trim her nails, but
よく思い出してみてください。
he spoke softly, but I knew how serious he was. He said, because the god of death was near. Oh, I remember.
お前には死神のようなうざったいものがついていたから、ずっと手を出せずにいたんだが。
Great Yoshi, thank you for using the mochi emoji. Thank you again for making those. Super duper cute. But mother, I request a potty cure. maybe we'll have because I need to do some, I have a little I want to do a self-care night. So foot mask, hand mask, face mask, yeah. Yeah.
この地獄だけは神の力が及ばない場所。ようやくお前と契約を交わせそうだ。
I shared with Seiya what I had remembered, and his expression turned to one of alarm.
確かにそう言ったのですか？
Yes, I don't think I could make that up. I was certain, but recalling Minami's words gave me chills. A god of death is stalking me? He must be lying, right? Seiya remained silent, looking at me with an inquisitive gaze. Seiya?
死神がついていたなら、生きながらに地獄へ来るとは考えられない。それならば、死神のようなものとは、厳密には死神ではない。南が近づけなかったのなら、神であるのはそうなのだろうが。
As Seiya pondered aloud, I listened attentively. I need to try and come up with my own conclusions. Seiya seemed to be thinking about the god that was stalking me, so I tried to tackle the issue from another angle. Maybe I should think about how Minami brought me here? After all, I still don't remember anything after school until I was on the train. About this god, could it be that they left my side for some reason? Minami might have realized the god wasn't near me, and that's when he brought me to the train. My memory only starts on the train. I can't remember anything before that.
記憶がない。いつからないのですか？
Right after school, I was preparing to head home, and I don't know if I fell asleep, but when I woke up, I was on the train. What do you think of my theory?
全くの見当違いです。
Look, I'm trying, man.
言ったはずです。南は無魔。あなたが写し世にいようと関係なく、夢に現れることが可能だと。
Right, so there was no need for him to bring me to the train. Wait, then who brought me here? I wasn't really asking Seiya. The words just kind of slipped out of my mouth.
南に惑わされてここに来たと、そう思っていたのですが、考えを改める必要があるようですね。
Seiya stood, returned his chair, and began organizing documents on his desk.
そろそろ仕事に戻らねばなりませんし、少し考える時間をください。
Oh, right. Sorry for distracting you.
邪魔ではありませんよ。私があなたに関わりたいのですから。お休みになられないようでしたら、中庭へ出てカリファの空気に触れるのがいいでしょう。HO の敷地内でしたら、カリファの力があるので、南も入って来られないでしょうし。もし外出なさるおつもりなら、カリファの花を忘れずに。
I'm allowed to leave?
止めたところで、あなたは行くでしょうから。
I don't think I would. I think if he was just like, hey, if you don't want to die, you should stay here. I'd be like, I guess I'll stay here. I would believe you, man. He spoke with a wry smile and handed me a kind of cloak. What's this?
外出用のローブです。HO の紋が入っているので、手を出してくる者はいないでしょう。
Everybody can know you're a hoe with this robe. Wear this hoe robe. So everybody knows you're a hoe. Thank you. This is very helpful.
できるなら外出は控えてください。それでは。
After Seiya left, I found myself alone in the room, gazing out the window. Ah. Being alone like this, I'm worried I'll fall asleep. Perhaps some fresh air might help. I decided to follow Seiya's advice and visit the courtyard. I need to focus on work, yet my mind keeps drifting to returning her to the mortal realm. One with such innocent eyes doesn't belong in a place like this. Yet I sensed a darkness within her, a burden beyond her desire to return home. A hidden sorrow beneath that bright demeanor. A riddle wrapped up in an enigma, that one. I found myself inevitably drawn to her.
思いを馳せている場合ではないというのに。
I forced my wandering heart back to reality, redirecting my attention to the papers on the desk. That was kind of short. Usually the other person's point of view, like I don't know, I felt like that was just kind of wimpy. I reached the hallway leading outside to the courtyard, the lukewarm wind brushing my cheeks. Hell's atmosphere was tense and uncomfortable, yet it helped me stay awake. I don't know why it's got ocean wind noises, but compared to the air at the station in town, it feels more peaceful here. Perhaps it was the presence of the Khalifa tree. I found a fallen petal on the ground and put it in my pocket. With this, I should be able to walk around safely outside. You should pack a few. My memories flashed back to my previous encounter with Minami. Leaving the building was daunting, but confronting Minami seemed necessary if I was to find my way back home. Unsure if he'd be truthful, it still seemed a better option than sitting here doing nothing. Where to begin? Handful of petals. All right. Let's look around. Ho! Look around, ho! Where am I? I wanted to explore the hoe, but ended up getting lost along the way. There are way too many rooms here. I need a map for this place. From a nearby corner cast in deep shadow, I saw Seiya emerge. I started to approach him, but stopped. Ooh. She's in this playthrough? Oh, shit. An unfamiliar girl was following him. She's wearing shackles. Was she damned?
いいですか。仮釈放の身というのを忘れずに。
On parole? No.
わかってるって。もう、本当にしつこいんだから。
Yeah, lock her up. No good can come of this. No good.
ねえか、頭いいから一度言われたらちゃんとわかるってば。
おお、それは非常に興味深い。私の記憶では、被害者はこのように述べています。悪いけど、あんたの言うような感情はない。むしろ迷惑してる。と。そのことは、記憶していないようですね。それとも、聞こえなかったとでも？
嫌い嫌いも好きのうちって知らないの？そんなのだから大看守様には恋人ができないのよ。
She cray. She cray. Ah, I see. That girl Reika is out on parole. I'm eavesdropping. That's rude. I should probably go somewhere else. But I also don't know my way around.
やはり休んでいなかったようですね。
Oops. Lost in thought, Seiya seemed to have noticed me and approached. The girl he spoke with had been handed off to someone else.
まったく。あなたが人を心配させたいかまってちゃんだったとは。
Sorry, that wasn't my intention. I was just taking a walk to clear my head.
強がらなくていいのですよ。私も同じ性質を持っていますから。
Why does he look so happy saying that? Ah, right. He said I'm not really his type before, didn't he? Maybe I could have asked him about that. Let's ask about your type. When we first met, you said I wasn't your type. So, what is your type, Seiya? Seiya flashed red with embarrassment. Huh? No, wait a minute. You did say I wasn't your type, right?
いいえ、そのことではなく、わざわざ私を探してまで恋愛の質問をするなん
Oh my
て
gosh.
と思いまして。
Like, if you do anything, it's like, oh, you're so interested. When you're asking me questions, you're so interested in me. It's like, why are you being so crazy? You want to know about me.
それほどまでに私が気になって仕方なかったのですね。
Oh my gosh. I don't know if, like, there's an old show. It's called Revolutionary Girl Utena. And there's, like, a prince of the school. And he reminds me a lot of this warder. Just over the top, out of control. Like, oh, you just can't help but be smitten with me. That kind of level of swagger. What? No, that's not what I meant at all.
まあ、あなたに好かれるというのも悪い気分はしません。
Like I said, I didn't mean it that way. It was just idle chit-chat.
申し訳ないのですが、もう少し待っていてください。私もそろそろ準備完了しますので。
Ready for what? No, I can't get dragged any further into this conversation. That much I know for sure. I'm sorry. Please forget I said anything.
強いて言うならば、好きな人がタイプというところでしょうか。
I didn't ask.
ですから残念ながら、あなたのことは好みのタイプではないのです。今はまだ。
You'll be my type when you turn 18. I guess in all fairness, we are high schoolers in this. We are in high school in this game. So fair. Still a little creepy. That last part.
では、仕事が残っていますので、失礼いたします。
Sus. Yeah. Ah, okay. Our conversation was brief, but it was pretty intense. Right, now we're gonna head to the main street. I wonder if Minami is nearby. Wearing the robe, I drew less attention than the last time I went out, but unable to shake my anxiety, I kept fidgeting with the petals in my pocket. With my hood pulled up, I aimed to blend in. That's when I heard the voice.
黒の扉の店。そこに入ってこい。
Don't go to a second location, no! Minami's voice was unmistakable. I scanned my surroundings. Can't see him, but that voice was definitely Minami's. Following the voice's directions, I found a nearby shop with a black door. The smoked glass in the window prevented me from seeing the inside. I guess I have no choice but to enter. The door was heavier than anticipated, and I cautiously stepped inside. That's a bad noise. That's a bad door noise. When it like creaks like that. What is this place? An unfamiliar scent enveloped me. It's an opium den. Dim lighting, an eerie yet bustling atmosphere.
うわぁ、ずいぶんと趣味の悪い服装になってんね。見てるだけで吐きそう。
Rude? What a ding dong. Found Minami. As I approached him, I felt my anxiety heightened. I came to talk to you, Minami.
うん、知ってる。会いに来る頃じゃないかなって思ってたよ。だって。お前は俺を無視できないもんね。
His sickening smirk widened as he peered deeply into my eyes. His demeanor was totally different than on the train, which irritated me. So it really was all an act, huh?
今更でしょ。もうネタばらしは終わってるんだからいい子なしだろ。
You
う
lied
る
to
さい
me.
な。あんまりしつこいとその口聞けないようにしちゃうよ。
Rude. His glare betrayed more than a hint of annoyance. Even a subtle threat was enough to send me cowering.
てか、騙されたって言うけどさ、全部が嘘じゃないもん。一個だけ真実もあったもん。
With that, a sinister glint appeared in his eyes. What's happening? I can't move. Minami's fingernails grazed my neck, sending shivers down my spine.
さてさて、問題です。俺が喋ったことの中で、真実とは何だったのでしょうか？
I don't know. Minami's grip on my neck was light, yet it was enough to make it difficult to breathe, let alone speak.
醜い声。首を絞めてるわけじゃないのに苦しいの？辛いの？
What an ass! Yeah, for sure. Oh man, I don't know. Now I'm not excited about his playthrough. If he's gonna be like that the whole time, it's just like. I was paralyzed, like a frog under a snake's gaze. Why isn't the Khalifa flower working? It's still in my pocket, right?
苦しんでるお前をもっと見ていてもいいんだけど、クイズは答え合わせをしないとつまんないからね。正解は、食べるのが好きでした。たくさん食べたい。他人の阿鼻共感が好きでたまらない。でも、今はそんなのどうだっていい。
Ooh, you're licking my face! Yo! I felt something wet on my cheek. His breath and tongue grazed my skin, sending an indescribable fear through me.
俺はね、お前に夢中なの。今すぐお前が欲しくってね。
Yikes. Which playthrough are we doing? Surely. He is further than... This is a kiss, right? Did we get our kiss? I don't... This isn't... Not like this. Not like this. Suddenly, my pocket began to emit a soft glow. Ooh. Then, an electrifying buzz struck the area Minami touched, and he jumped back. That allowed me to breathe and move normally.
ああ、俺の力じゃカリファを抑えるのは数分ってとこか。
Yeah, somebody call Ho! We need some hoes in here.
それ嫌いなんだよね。今度持ってきたらお前の片耳かじってやるから。
I'll just cover my ears with them. Haha! Haha! I instinctively covered both my ears.
今日はやんないよ。耳の気分じゃなかったんだよね。
His sadistic smile was unsettling, and he slid his tongue over his lips. The sight sent a shock through me as I remembered the feel of his coarse tongue against my cheek. Instinctively, I rubbed it with my sleeve.
はあ？何吹いてんの？汚いもの扱いされんの嫌なんだけど。
You are. You're dirty. Blech. Coarse tongue like a cat. I simply couldn't deal with his moodiness. Minami, an incubus in human form. He's very temperamental and acts selfishly. He's always had his eye on the protagonist's soul, but this was the first time he was able to contact her. Enough. I have a question, so give me a straight answer. Who put me on that train? That's all I want to know.
何それつまんな。そんなこと聞くために会いに来たとか言わないよね。
Minami tapped his foot impatiently, clearly annoyed. I need to be careful how I phrase this. What's up, Mochi? It's okay. Mochi, leave it. It's okay. Yeah. Hi, Mochi. Asking him for a favor was the last thing I wanted to do. But I didn't see any other option. Please, just tell me. I bowed low, hearing Minami's cackle above me.
みっともない。そのみっともない姿たまらないな。ねえ、腹の底では俺にムカついてるんでしょ？
I looked up to find Minami laughing, clearly amused at my predicament. I clenched my teeth and persisted. I need to know, so please.
どうしよっかな。もっと俺を喜ばせてくれるなら教えてあげてもいいよ。
Minami certainly had odd taste at entertainment, so I struggled to think of something to do. What should I do now? My eyes scanned the room until I saw a bread knife on the table. Fine, let's do this. I'm gonna stab him with a bread knife. I quickly grabbed the knife and pointed it at my own neck. Oh! You wouldn't be very happy if I died, right? Minami's eyes widened and he froze. I was gambling, bluffing really. I had no idea how he'd react. You don't want me to die? Then answer my question. Then Minami's stone face broke and he began howling with laughter.
ウケる。そう来るとは思わなかったよ。
Why is he laughing?
ねえ、早くやってみてよ。ほら、ザクッとさ。
You sure about that? You really sure you're okay with me dying?
だって、ねえ、続きが気になって仕方なくてさ。無理して虚勢張って、それで死ぬなんて最高に哀れで惨めじゃない。
He's so heartless. I slowly lowered my hand, feeling hopelessly humiliated.
息恥ってやつ。ああ、どうしようね。お前のことが好きで好きでたまらないよ。
Okay, what'd you miss? We saw Reika in this playthrough. She's on parole. And we are confronting Minami, and we just tried to like bargain, and we did not have the leverage we thought we did. So he's making fun of us for trying. So that's all you missed. Minami then reached for the blade of the knife I was still holding in my hand and pulled it toward him, blade first. What are you doing?
お前が命を無駄にするような人間じゃないのは知ってるけど、万が一ってこともあるから没収。
He put the knife down on the table. I was surprised to see there wasn't a single drop of blood on his hand. Are you okay?
心配ありがとう。でもね、血の通った悪魔なんて悪魔じゃないんだよ。さてと、面白い劇を見せてもらったし、教えてやるよ。
Oh.
お前が電車に乗ったことに、俺は関係していない。夢で言ったと思うけど、お前についていた死神みたいなストーカー野郎の仕業。
They used the word stalker. Interesting. What? A god did that? Why would a god do that to me?
知るわけないじゃん。お前が電車に乗ったら急にいなくなったし。でも、聖者を聖者のまま地獄に送るなんて、神じゃなくて悪魔みたいだよね。
If what Minami said was true, then this god didn't sound like a god at all. What could that mean? No, now's not the time to figure that out. Well, thanks for sharing. I'll see you around, or hopefully not. Bye!
やだ。帰るの無理。暇なんだけど、俺に付き合ってよ。
B? No? No, I'm not gonna hang out with you. Huh?
お前が怖がることはしないから。ねえ、いいでしょ？もう少しお話ししたい。
This is where you absolutely have leverage. I'd be like, okay, peace, bye. No way, you smell, yeah. He was acting like a kid in the candy aisle at the grocery store. I wanted to leave, but I was worried about what he'd do to me if I tried to walk away. Fine, we could talk for a bit. What do you want to talk about?
そんなのお前が考えるんだよ。俺を退屈させたら、今度は目玉を舐めるから。
Ugh. He's so terrible. What could I possibly talk with him about? There's only one choice. Dislikes. You seem like someone who dislikes many things, so what else do you hate?
そんなのいっぱいありすぎて言い切れないって。あ、でも、最近すっごく嫌いなのはせいやかな。
Guess I should have assumed that. How about stuff you're not good at?
お前って分かりやすくていいね。それを知ったからといって、俺をどうにかできると思ってるわけ？
Except I know your weakness is Seiya now. Oh. I doubt I could really confront Minami about anything anyway.
教えてやらないよ。お前は俺のことでいっぱいになってほしいんだから。俺のことばっかり考えてよ。そんで俺にいっぱい時間費やして。俺を思ってるその表情が好きだから。
I'm gonna make him go crazy and be like, I'm gonna go hang out with Seiya. Bye. His smile. It's the same as when we first met. I wonder if everything Minami said just now was all an act. I spent a little more time with him and eventually found the right moment to slip away. The whole thing made me feel uneasy and nervous, but I managed to gain some valuable information. Ooh, Minami perspective. Look at those shoes! After seeing her off, I wandered around, just killing time by walking the streets. Oh man, if only I could get her away from Seiya, then Lolli would be all mine. The way she acted back there was just way too entertaining. I couldn't stop thinking about her. In the mortal realm, Lolli hated conflict, but it didn't matter if I died. It was so unexpected, so comical, so absurd. We'd only just parted ways, and yet I already longed to be with Lolli again. I wonder when I'll see her next. What a delulu! What am I thinking? I've gotta focus on getting that soul pack, not hanging out with her.
でもまだ少し本気モードになるのはいいかな。いなくなっちゃったらつまんないもん。
What a wackadoodle. Phew. I walked around a lot. I realized I might be stuck here for some time, and it was best I memorize the roads. Though I'd rather not be in hell long enough to remember how to get around.
今、大丈夫ですか？お話ししたいことがあります。
Hello, Seiya. Hope you had a good day at work.
ありがとうございます。ねぎらいの言葉をかけていただけるとは嬉しい限りです。
Well, I'm glad to hear that. There's actually something I want to talk about.
ほう。この短時間に何か行動をされたようですね。あなたの方から聞きましょう。
I went to see Minami and asked him some lingering questions I still had.
みなみに会いに行った。
His smile froze, and I instantly felt nervous. Oh, but, I just really needed to get some information from him. So,
なんと命知らずなのでしょう。あなたは死にたいのですか？そういう人間だったのですか？
I'm not. But I think I had to see him if I wanted to be able to return home. Besides, it wasn't dangerous at all. I met him in a crowded place. Minami's voice guided me there.
声は一度あなたの夢に現れ、思考に入り込んだのが原因でしょう。
Am I dreaming now? Am I being incepted?
今後もあなたの思考を読んでくるはず。気をつけなさい。心を無にする鍛錬をなさるのがよろしいでしょう。
Before, I wondered how Minami knew where I was, but I guess that explains it. That sounds tough, but I'll try.
まあ、無事に帰ってきたようですし、よしとしましょうか。
Next time I see Minami, I should probably let Seiya know ahead of time. I made a mental note about that and told Seiya about my conversation with Minami. Of course, I omitted the part about him licking my cheek.
神があなたをここへ。
I should have told him. Maybe he's left like resin on me. Residue. Seiya gazed upward into the sky, lost in thought. Then eventually,
南の言うことが真実なのであれば、あなたは神に見入られたことになります。
I attracted a god. But isn't it strange that he would send me to hell? I agree. I think he should know that info. I think it's gonna come up later and it's gonna be weird. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. When did this happen? It's like, listen.
まあ、神のなさることは理解しようにも難しいですから。ただ、確実に言えることがあります。神があなたを異界へやったのなら、これは神隠しにあったと言えます。
What? Spirited away. I'd heard that term before. The Academy Award-winning movie Spirited Away by Hayao Miyazaki.
こういう各地の伝承と同じようにね、成見ヶ浜も昔から神隠しが多い土地って言われてるんだよ。精神的に参っていたり、大きな悩みを抱えている人が神隠しに遭いやすいってところ。あなたは大丈夫？大きな悩み抱えてない？
Oh no, she knew. Wait a minute. Was I spirited away just like in the legends of Nare Megahama? Was I spirited away because I've been struggling to find my future path? Chased by a demon, stalked by a god. Talk about rotten luck. Why me?
神のみぞ知るというところでしょうか。
God only knows what I'd do without you.
あなたから悪夢の話を聞いて、神それぞれに役割があるのを思い出しましてね。
So you mean each god is different? Seiya nodded, continuing his explanation.
おそらくあなたについていた神は、人々に試練や苦行を与え、試している部類のものなのではと。
So, you think this god is watching me? Somewhere?
ここは地獄ですから、神が敷居をまたげるところではありません。
Minami had said the same thing, that I'd been taken here by a god. But again, all this information is coming from Minami. Do you think he could be lying and he's actually the one that brought me here? Like he's blaming a god so he doesn't look bad?
悪くないと思わせる悪魔ですか。それはまた斬新ですね。
Fair point. Then I guess Minami's telling the truth. Well, if a god did this to me, as you say, Seiya, then I suppose this really is some kind of divine test. I never imagined being angry with a god, but I was determined not to fail this test. If it's a trial, then there's at least a chance I can overcome it. I'll keep looking for a way home. I spoke with determination and saw Seiya smiling back at me.
あなたの心が折れていないようで安心しました。神隠しと仮定するのなら、私に提案があります。随分と昔になりますが、あなたと同じ境遇の少女がここへ迷い込んできたことがありましてね。
What? Someone else was spirited away like me?
ええ。あの頃の私は、ここへ入ったばかりの新米で、少女の存在に気づくのが遅れて、私が駆けつけた時には、すでに化け物に襲われた後。
Oh no. He seemed truly remorseful as he recalled the events of that day. It was his first day on the job. I felt guilty probing further, but I had to ask the question. What happened to the girl?
この地獄で朽ち果てたのです。その後、未練のあった彼女は、幽霊として今もうつしおをさまよっています。
I wonder if it's our friend you, in the school, in the nurse's office.
私にできることといえば、彼女の遺体をこの地に埋葬するだけでした。
Given the circumstances, I think your kindness was the best thing you could offer her. I meant it sincerely. Perhaps I was putting myself in the girl's shoes.
あなたのその言葉こそ、私の慰めになりました。
I hadn't expected him to thank me, and I felt my cheeks blush slightly.
この間、私には2つの罪があることを話しましたが、今のがそのうちの1つです。少女には今も時折会いに行っています。自分勝手な贖罪のために。
It has to be her, yeah. She passed long ago, yet still wandered the mortal realm, unable to find peace. Seeing Seiya's sorrowful expression, I understood his pain. Could it be... Are you trying to help me because I remind you of that girl, Seiya?
申し訳ありません。あなたには何の関係もない話だというのに、今度こそ無事に写し終え返したいのです。この自分勝手なわがままに付き合ってくれますか？
He extended his hand, and I instinctively took it. I suppose we're both being selfish. I mean, you're the only one who could possibly help me get back to the mortal realm. Sorry, I meant you will absolutely 100% find a way to bring me home. I smiled and gently squeezed his hand. I'm starting to understand Seiya more. I think I can trust him.
胸が。
Wait, did anybody watch Yuri on Ice? The character that he reminds me of is the one who gets like overly excited and is like hypersexualized in the show. It's like kind of out of control. That's what this character reminds. Yeah, calm down, broski.
今のはちょっと、いえ、かなり響きました。
Kristoff or something like that. Yeah, I think you're right. I just see him clearly in my head. He's basically like just constantly, getting a boner while skating, but like, yeah, or getting a boner about ice skating. So yeah, I think so. Just so silly. That's what he reminds me of. I didn't like his reaction. I attempted to withdraw my hand, but he held onto it firmly.
全身の血が駆け巡るような心地。久しぶりに感じました。
See, he's being a creepy weirdo. Raphael, Seiya, please.
まあ、死んでいるのでそのようなことは起きないのですが。
So this was what he meant by being a hopeless romantic, i.e. a creepo. Refers to Seiya. He seems to always be falling in love, which is nothing if not worrisome. Is it safe for me to stay here with him?
では、参りましょうか。
Thanks for confirming that, Green Yoshi. I enjoyed Yuri on Ice very much, and I'm very sad that they could not come to consensus on the movie. They made us wait for many, many years to just be like, nah. Are you going into the confessional booth? Okay. Okay, no. It looked like it, right? He guided me over to the large tube-like device in the room. Go? Where are we going? And what is this thing?
HO が使用している特別なエレベーターです。写し代へつながっていて、罪人が逃亡した際に使用しています。
What? It leads to the mortal realm? Why didn't I just use it to go home before?
残念ながら、聖者がこれを使用すると、システムエラーが発生すると報告されています。あなたの住む世界、写し代が、この隔離世のような世界へと変わってしまうらしいのです。
In the copium pile with Oron season 2. Oh no. I see. The disappointment hit hard, quickly dashing my hopes of a speedy return. But if using the elevator changes the world into something like the Hidden Realm, then why are we bothering to use it?
今回に至っては問題ないのです。なぜならば、神隠しにあった少女、ユイさんを訪ねるのですから。
Okay, it was Yui. Alright. Oh. Seiya quickly checked something on his smartphone.
現在の写し代の時刻は深夜2時42分。
Where are we headed?
あなたにゆかりのある場所、成見ヶ浜高校です。ユイさんはその学校の七不思議の一つとして数えられています。
Fushigi. They use the word mystery. One of the school's 7 wonders? The fact that this was somehow connected to a place I knew made me feel nervous and apprehensive. I swallowed hard.
覚悟はよろしいですか？
I nodded silently. Seiya motioned for me to enter the elevator. If Yui was in fact spirited away like me, she might know something useful. It was the first time I felt anything resembling hope since I arrived in hell. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know how... I mean, because he showed up in the other playthroughs with, like, Yui and the others, but I didn't know how isolated this one would be or not, so very cool. Very nice. Okay, let's save some good game hygiene. All right. Ooh, Mochi. You scared me, Mochi. You scared me. Stop. It's okay. You leave it, please. Don't know what you're borking about. All right. Well, okay, so it's interesting. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what will happen in this playthrough. It's kind of bananas so far. Bork, 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 bork. With that, yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I'm so glad. Yes, thank you for coming. I'm so glad we could catch up a little bit and get back to date night. I missed having it for a couple of weeks. I'm glad my computer works now. All the things. So, yeah, I hope you'll have a good rest of your night. My next stream is tomorrow on Iriam. We're doing a late lunch, Study Buddy's late lunch. So I'll hope to see you then. So yeah, y'all have a good evening. All right, bye-bye, bye-bye.